Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Dear students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about MOT theory, molecular orbital theory. In that one, JEE NEET topic, chemical bonding. MOT. In MOT theory, molecular orbital theory, already we discussed, if two atomic orbital combines, it gives two molecular orbital. One is bonding molecular orbital, another one is anti-bonding molecular orbital. These and all explained in earlier class. Correct? No, it is over. My dear students, now we are going to explaining about electronic configuration. That electronic configuration, you know that bonding molecular orbital represented by sigma, anti-bonding is represented by sigma star, pi star. This explanation also given in earlier video. Please go through that video, my dear students. And okay, for oxygen, fluorine, neon like atoms, electronic configuration sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, sigma 2pz, pi 2px, pi 2py, pi star 2px, pi star 2py, sigma star 2pz, like that. Understood? For boron, carbon, nitrogen, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, pi 2px, pi 2py, like that. Understood? So these are about electronic configuration. My dear students, please note down this electronic configuration. So my dear students, next we are going to discuss about easy method to find magnetic and paramagnetic property. Which one is magnetic, which one is paramagnetic? It's very difficult, no. I'll give you one idea. Property. Okay, my dear students, very easy method this one actually. By knowing this one, you can find out magnetic and paramagnetic property of any compound, magnetic and paramagnetic. Though whether it is paramagnetic or diamagnetic, easily you can find out. Instead of writing in formula, it takes too much of time, correct? No. So writing everything and you are substituting and counting number of electrons, it takes too much of time. So my dear students, first this one is odd electron and 10 electron or 16 electron, those atoms or those molecules contains, those atoms or molecules contains odd electron or 10 electron or 16 electrons are paramagnetic. Understood? Even number of electron are diamagnetic. Very simple, my dear students. Otherwise, what you have to do? You have to substitute. First you have to count number of electrons. Later you have to substitute entire electrons in this electronic configuration. That even oxygen, fluorine, neon having separate electronic configuration, and boron, carbon, nitrogen having separate electronic configuration. Substituting in all this electronic configuration, it takes too much of time. That's very simple. If you count, just you count the number of electron. If it contains odd number of electron, 10 electron or 16 electrons are paramagnetic. Even it is contains other than even number of electrons, even even number of electrons, then it is diamagnetic. So for example, we will discuss one by one, my dear students. O2 means 8 plus 8, 16 electron. So it is a paramagnetic. One oxygen 8 electron, another oxygen 8 electron, two oxygens having 16 electron, so it is paramagnetic. O2 minus, my dear students, O2 minus. So here 16 plus 1, 17 electron is there. 17 electron, because extra 1 electron is there. 16 plus 1, 17 electrons. This is actually paramagnetic. O2 2 minus, 16 plus 2, 18 electron. 18 is even number of electron. So it is a diamagnetic, my dear students. Diamagnetic. Okay, next one is CN, cyanide. So carbon actually 6 plus 7. 6 plus 7 is how much? 13. 13 is odd number of electrons, paramagnetic. Paramagnetic. Nitrogen, my dear students, N2. One nitrogen having 7 electrons, two nitrogen having 14 electrons. 14 is diamagnetic, even number, diamagnetic. Very simple. Simplest method. Carbon monoxide, my dear students, carbon monoxide. Carbon having 6, oxygen having 8, 8 plus 6, 13, 14. 14 electron means it is actually diamagnetic. So this is actually simplest method to find out magnetic property. Otherwise you have to substitute entire electron. That discussion is over, how to find out, that I explained in board class. Other than this, very simple method, just you are substituting in this particular formula, you are finding answer, you are getting that magnetic property, easily you can get 1 marks, means 4 marks. My dear students, next one more example, O2 plus. O2 plus. In this one, O2 plus, whether it is diamagnetic or paramagnetic. 8 plus 8, 16 electron is there. 8 plus 8, 16 electron. In that 16 electron, 1 electron is removed. 1 electron is removed. 15 electron. 15 electron means odd number of electron. Odd number of electron means it is odd is paramagnetic. These are very good example. Say very easy method actually. If you know these two, you are succeed. Understood? So my dear students, next method is easy method to find out bond order. So otherwise very difficult to apply in formula. Easy method to find out bond order. Very easy method. So using MOT means you have to substitute in formula, you have to work out on that particular, it takes too much of time. The question is given with the 2 minutes time, you are writing formula, you are writing that particular electronic configuration for 5 minutes means gone case. Then you are not able to score in particular subject. So in competitive means you are in like in fingerprint everything should be there. Chatapata you should get answer. Chatapata. Understood? So my dear students, if it contains 10 electron, 11 electron, 12 electron, 13 electron, 14 electron, 15 electron, 16 electron, 17 electron, 18 electron. So for this one, bond order, very easy my dear students to find out bond order for this. So for 14 electron, bond order is 3, 13 electron 2.5, 12 electron 2, This is 11 electron 1.5 1. Again 15 electron 2.5, 16 electron 2, 17 electron 1.5. Again it is 18 electron 1. This is actually bond order. So my dear students, we will discuss few examples, my dear, whether it is correct or not. If it is not correct means just forget about it. If it is correct means you can adapt this system. Correct? No? Very simple. Okay, first you take nitrogen. Nitrogen is 14 electrons. 14 electron. By substituting in that formula, what you are getting, it is already explained, my dear students, that explanation and everything. Once again you have to substitute in that formula means okay, I will do that one, okay, for one confirmation. Okay, my dear students, this is actually electronic configuration. You have to substitute in this one 2, 2, 2, 2. How much? 8. Again 2, 1, 1 you have to give. 1, 1. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. This is the method. Finding formula is there. Anti-bonding or non-anti-bonding, bond order finding formula. Bond order is equal to number of electrons in a bonding molecular orbital minus number of electrons in a anti-bonding molecular orbital divided by 2. Divided by 2. So my dear students, you are using this formula. Here 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 minus 4 is how much? Divided by 2. 10 minus 4 is how much, my dear students? Tell me first. It is 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is how much? 3. 3. Correct, no? So my dear students, 14 electronic configuration, 14 electrons, then it is 3. 3. Correct, no? So you are taking this much of time. First you have to count number of electron. Again you have to write this formula. And this formula you are writing 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. After that you are writing the particular formula is there for that one, bond order. Which one? Number of electron in bonding molecular orbital minus number of electron anti-bonding. That 10 minus 4 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That you have got 3. Yeah, otherwise, instead of that, instead of wasting the time, you just choose this system. This is correct, no? 14 electron, 3 bond order. 13 electron, 2.5 bond order. 12 electron, 2 bond order. 11 electron, 1.5 bond order. So, one more example I will discuss, my dear students. My dear students, now O2 minus, we will take one compound O2 minus. O2 minus very easily can predict 8, 8, 16, 16 plus 1, 17 electron. 17 electron is how much? 1.5. My dear students, 1.5. 1.5 bond order. Okay. So, we will check whether it is correct or not, my dear students. We will substitute in this formula. This is actually oxygen formula. Earlier one nitrogen formula, this is oxygen formula. In this oxygen formula, you are substituting 17 electron. 2, 2, 2, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, okay, 15, 16, 17. It is like this, 17. First you have to give 1 electron because it is same energy orbital. Okay. Bond order is equal to number of electron in BMO minus number of electron in ABMO divided by 2. My dear students, in this one you can see, my dear students, bond order is equal to number of electron in BMO means bonding molecular orbital. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, minus number of electron in ABMO 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 divided by 2. That means 3 divided by 2. It is actually 1.5. So your answer is correct. 17 is 1.5. So whichever molecule is given, immediately you can find out O2 2 minus, my dear students. It is actually 16 plus 2, 18. 18 electron means 1. 1 is a bond order. 18 electron, 1 is a bond order. Okay. In this one, 12 electron is there, means it is 2 is the bond order. So in all this case, 10 electron is there, total number of electron is 10. Then bond order is 1. 11 electron is there, it is 1.5 is the bond order. Understood? So no confusion regarding this particular. You just by heart this one. 14, 13, 12, that means 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 you write. This is the electron number, number of electrons. This is bond order, number of electron. This one, this is bond order. Very easy, very easy. If it is 10, 1, 11, 1.5, 12, 2. So no need of writing this formula and substituting number, counting number of electrons, and that number of electron you have to substitute in this particular. Each time you have to calculate and you have to write this formula, number of electron in BMO minus number of electron in ABMO, and you are getting the answer. After this substitution, it takes 2-3 minutes. Instead of that, if your number of counting number of electron is 15, immediately you can write 2.5. For example, my dear students, O2 plus, that means 16 minus 1, 15 electron. So 15 electron means 2.5. 15 electron, 2.5. Here plus is there, you have to minus 1. Here minus is there, you have to add that one. Understood? That you have to remember. Here minus 2 is there, means plus 2 electron. Here minus plus 1 is there, minus 1 electron. Understood? 16 minus 1, 15 electron. That you remember. Plus charge is there, you have to minus that one. Okay, minus charge is there, means you have to add that one. Plus. That means here 2 extra electron is there. Here 1 electron it lost. That is the meaning. So 15 electron means immediately you can write 2.5. If it is 16, immediately you can write O2. O2. O2 means 8 plus 8, 16 electron. 16 electron means immediately 2 diamagnetic. Sorry, 2. This one, double bond. Bond order is 2. Very simple. By knowing number of electron of that particular molecule, we can find out bond order. This is the method. Remember this chart. 10, 1, 11, 1.5, 12, 2, 13, 2.5, 14, 3. Otherwise, one more method is there. That method is writing that MOT, electronic configuration. Nitrogen, carbon, boron and all one electronic configuration. That you know that how to find out. For this one more electronic configuration. So you are writing this 2 electronic configuration and finding the other bond order is that it takes too much of time. Instead of that, you can use this method. This is one of the easiest method. Okay, my dear students, next about hydrogen bond. Bond is actually hydrogen bond you studied, and a bond formed between hydrogen and more electronegative atom like nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine is called hydrogen bond. There are two types of hydrogen bonding: intermolecular, intramolecular. Intra means within the molecule, inter means between two molecules or more molecules. Understood? Inter, different molecules, intra, within the molecules. My dear students, hydrogen bond is weak bond. Maximum strongest bond strength is actually 10 kilocalorie. It is between hydrogen and fluorine. Hydrogen and fluorine, if it forms hydrogen bonding, then the strength of that particular bond is 10 kilocalorie per mole, highest strength. Then hydrogen and oxygen 7 kilocalorie per mole. then hydrogen and nitrogen, if it forms hydrogen bonding, then 2 kilocalorie per mole is the bond strength. So highest bond strength is HF during hydrogen bonding, after that HO, then HN. My dear students, you know that intramolecular, intermolecular, and one more reason is there, application of this hydrogen bonding is very important. Ice has less density than water. What is the reason? Ice has less density than water, because ice always floats on water, correct? No, that is the, okay, I will give you explanation. Because in ice crystal structure, what happens, each water molecule, one water molecule is there, means it is attached to 4 different water molecule, each water molecule in ice, actually each water molecule is attached to 4 different water molecule, each water molecule, this water molecule will attach to 4 different water molecule, like this, understood? Okay, like this, each water molecule attached to 4 different, and it form tetrahedral shape, tetrahedron, understood? Tetrahedral shape. During this, because of this one, because each water molecule form attached to 4 different water molecule, the structure shows cage type structure. Cage, you know, like this, cage. A large space between the structure is possible, understood? Cage type structure, understood? Large space between the structure is possible, enough space is there, because each water molecule attached to 4 different water molecules, so between this water molecule enough space is there, so it form cage type structure, cage type. What happens actually, so when you are increasing the temperature, ice start to melt, understood? So all these cage type structures start to break. So what happens, once it breaks, all the water molecular come closer. So it says that water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. That means when you increase, you take a ice crystal, when you increase slowly the temperature, that cage type structure start to break, and all the water molecular come closer. At 4 degrees Celsius, density become more and more. After that, again you increase the temperature. After 4 degrees Celsius, again you increase the temperature. Once again you increase the temperature, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, like that you are increasing the temperature. At that time, all water molecule come closer at 4 degrees Celsius. After that, again you are increasing the temperature, means all this molecule try to move away from the hydrogen bonding, because hydrogen bond also breaks again if we increase the temperature. 4 degree, 5 degree, again what happens, at 4 degree maximum density. Why? Means all water molecules, this cage like structure start to break, all the water molecules come closer. Density is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Again you increase the temperature. After 4 degree, again you raise the temperature. Rising temperature, again this already that molecule come closer. Understood? What happens? Again it increasing temperature, means all the molecules try to move away from each other, and hydrogen bonds start to break and density decreases. So only at temperature 4 degrees Celsius, highest density you can see in water. What is the reason? Means at once from 0 degree you are increasing the temperature, slowly you are increasing. That ice is cage like structure. When it reaches 4 degrees Celsius, all the cage like structure breaks. All these 4 molecules come closer. It forms water, complete water. At 4 degrees Celsius, that means highest density of water molecule you can see. Once again if we increase the temperature, raise the temperature, means again this water molecule already came close together, that move away from each other. By breaking that bonds, hydrogen bonds start to break. Understood? So all the bonds are broken now. all are moving far away from each other, so again density decreases. Only at 4 degrees Celsius highest temperature, my dear students, not highest density, okay, not highest. And one more concept is very important thing is okay, the application of this hydrogen bonding. One is a volatile character of nitrophenol, orthonitrophenol, volatile character. What do you mean by volatile character? Volatile means it is highly unstable, highly unstable, highly unstable. When the molecule come closer, immediately it ran away. And not molecule come closer, it is ran away. Just to means highly unstable. Volatile means highly unstable. Understood? What is the reason for this one means, my dear students, orthonitrophenol nitrophenol, no, nitro group, and here one phenol. This phenol OH and this oxygen forms hydrogen bonding. This is actually hydrogen bonding. This is actually coordinate bond. Okay, this is actually hydrogen bonding. In this one, only ortho compound can form helation. Helation means ring formation. Helation. See, helation word. Ring formation. Ring means here hydrogen and oxygen form bond. Which type of bond? Hydrogen bond. So what happens here? One ring forms. Correct? No? Ring formation. So orthonitrophenol undergo helation process. It forms ring structure. But remaining all para and meta do not undergo helation. Understood? That you know down. So because of that reason, boiling point of this one orthonitrophenol is 214 degrees Celsius. 214 degrees Celsius. Metanitrophenol 290 degrees Celsius boiling point. Paranitrophenol, write down, my dear students, 279 degrees Celsius. 279 degrees Celsius, no doubt. Okay, remember orthonitrophenol highly volatile means it is because of helation. Helation means ring formation. Ring formation means it forms hydrogen bond between hydrogen and oxygen. Understood? But para and meta do not form this helation. So melting point is highest. It is less volatile compared to orthonitrophenol. My dear student, which bond is strongest bond? Ionic bond is strongest one. Ionic bond is strongest one. Okay. Next is which one? Covalent bond, my dear students. Covalent bond. Next is which one? Metallic bond. Next is hydrogen bond. Okay, this is about hydrogen bonding and helation. Okay.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.